Do you know how easy it is to make a marble school cake? Let me show you. That's gorgeous. So I'm going to start with 3 extra large eggs. Egg, that's right.
Egg.
And about 1.5 cups of sugar. This is just white sugar. I think this is caster sugar. And then I'm going to whisk this up until it's light and fluffy, probably for about 1 minute. So that's what we're looking like. To that, we're going to add about 2 cups worth of flour. So this is just plain flour as normal. Obviously you can use self-raising as well, but I just use what I've got. And I buy the big bags of baker's flour and just add baking powder and baking soda if I need it. So that's 2. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons full of baking powder, just baking powder. There's a picture on. Salt. About that much. About 3/4 of a cup's worth of oil. That's about right. And mix this in. So fold it. So again, just means stir it gently. If you use the whisker in this bit, it's more likely to make you have like a dense, hard cake, as opposed to a lighter, fluffier one, softer cake rather. I'm going to add about a cup's worth of milk. Mix this in. So the kids are finally all better, which is amazing. So just stick that in. So we've got a really light mixture. I'm going to separate this in half now. So I'm just going to pour half of this just into whatever else you want. That'll do. And in this half, we're going to add some cocoa powder. So I'm going to add 2 heaped tablespoons. Oh, are we helping? You're a good helper, Mama. And then again, just gently fold that in. Now this is obviously going to make it drier because we've just, we're adding more dry ingredients to our wet. So if it gets too dry, just add a little bit more milk or a bit of water, a bit of coffee even. So I've just lined the dish. This is just like a normal casserole dish. I'd say this would probably go into 2 trays as well, to make like a cake. So 2 springform things. And then I'm going to pour the chocolate one straight in.
What are you making, Mum?
A marble cake, baby.
Trust you will enjoy later.
Yep. I'm just going to add a squidge of vanilla to the white mixture. And then just mix that in, obviously. And now I'm just going to get a knife and swirl that a little bit. It's the kids chasing each other with slime in the background if you can't hear if you're wondering what that screaming is. Now this is just going to go into the oven at 180. I'll check on it after 15 minutes and I'll tell you how long it takes in a sec. For the icing sugar, like for the icing on the top, I'm going to do the same concept. So we're just going to add probably 2.5 cups worth of icing sugar, a bit of salt. Hello! About that much. Drop of milk. And then I've just sprayed a spoon with cooking oil. And I'm going to add like a heaped thing of glucose syrup. That's a lot. So it's probably about 2 tablespoons worth. And this is going to give us a really fudgy icing. Now I'm just going to whisk this up with the electric whisk just because it's easier. So that took about 20 seconds. I'm going to take half of this out now, one sec. So I've just separated it in half. I'm going to add some vanilla. Which one should be the vanilla? This one. Squidge of vanilla to 1/2. Give it a little mix. try a lot of vanilla in the cans there, don't worry. It does get cleaned up, obviously. And then I'm going to add... Very good. A tablespoonful of cocoa powder to the other half. Again, if it gets too hard, add a little bit more milk or a little bit of water. So nice to hear them all playing and having fun again. Beautiful, delicious, fudgy chocolate icing. There we go, ready for the cake on guys. So the cake took about 20-25 minutes to cook all the way through, and now I'm just going to put the ice on. I've left it to cool for about 15 minutes as well. So I'm just going to put the chocolate icing straight on.
And then the other icing.
Yeah. And then just spread that all the way over. And then I'm just going to pour the white one on.
It's like a zebra.
And then if you want to be a bit extra fancy, you know, you can swirl a little bit like that. Alright, alright. And then I'm just going to leave this to set for 10 minutes and then I'll cut you a slice. So our cake is set. And I'll just show you what it's like on the inside. Delicious. Marbled. We call it zebra cake. That's what I used to call it with the kids anyway. But yeah. Super easy marble cake. It's absolutely gorgeous as well. Light. Fluffy. Delicious. Marble cake. Give it a try.